Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic rest of their Tuesday. I hope you're all having a great Wednesday so far today. Eve, Panda, Zelda, FLCL, Jake, Fawn, Red. How's everybody doing? If I missed you, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. Lots of coffee today. Lots and lots of coffee today. Okay, good morning. So we are going to get back into Snowrunner today. We're working on the Amber map, which is the most difficult map in the game, apparently. I'm still on the first of 4 segments of that map. We should unlock another segment today. I have one more trip to make with stuff to open that tunnel, which will let us get to the Cosmodrome. And we'll see what that's all about. Stu, good morning. So we'll see how that goes. No stream tomorrow. I am off tomorrow. Flex Friday this week. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do. I'm going to figure that out on Friday morning. I'll pick something random. We might revisit a game that we were working on before, like a Satisfactory or something like that, or we might just jump into a random indie game. Maybe we'll do some like Caves of Cud or something like that to be silly and have some fun. Because that game deserves a little bit of airtime. Kiala, how's it going? Charlotte, good morning. So that is the plan. I think that's all I got. Yeah, I think that's all I got. If you haven't seen, by the way, just as a small aside, if you haven't seen, there's 2 things that I want to talk about. Number the first. If you haven't seen the Assassin's Creed, the official Assassin's Creed social media team dunking on Elon Musk, I highly recommend you look that up. It's been reposted over onto Blue Sky if you don't want to go onto the hellhole that is Twitter. That snuck up on me. They are going off. It's hilarious. It's amazing, and I really wish more companies would do that because of the like disgusting subculture of, hey, that game has a black person in it, so we're gonna drag it through the mud, is atrocious. It's an entire generation of people who are being raised on the fact that that's okay, which it's definitely not. And it's all people who are never gonna buy or play the game. So anyway, that rant aside, that's just the beginning. I can't. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Discord. So a couple of weeks ago, Discord kind of revealed that they're looking at doing an IPO, which will ruin Discord forever if that happens. If you don't know what an IPO is, it's an initial public offering where they sell stocks and take on investors. Once a company goes public, that means people can buy into the company and get a voice in the company, which generally means hedge funds and people with a lot of money buy big chunks of the company and then force them to make changes to make it worse, / extract as much money as they can from it, which is bad news for anyone who uses Discord. Discord has been, of the like chat clients, of the like social chat room clients that have existed in the 2000s, at this point, I think Discord has been around the longest without having to transition to a new one, and I'm entrenched. I don't want to change again. So if we could not do that, that'd be great. However, in further effort to push me off the platform, Discord has had a UI update. If you haven't seen it yet, allow me to ruin it for you. On the bottom left of the Discord client in Windows, there's a little user card, right? It has your little icon and like what you're doing, and then it's got like the mic and the headphones and a little gear for your settings. And that sits in a little box. And then right next to it is the chat input box. The user card box is right here. And then right next to it is the chat input box. So you'd think, since they are essentially the same size, they would line those up nicely. Nope, the chat box sits above it, just above it, by like, I think it's about 18 pixels. It sits just above it, so they are not aligned. They're not aligned. They could just bring this up, and that would fix everything. I'd be okay. I don't like that the server icons are significantly smaller than they were before. It's server icons for ants. I don't need a big banner at the top that tells me what server I'm looking at. That's literally the point of the sidebar. I don't need a little gamepad icon next to my GIF menu to let me buy apps. I don't need that either. But if they don't fix that misalignment, I'm going to lose my mind. Every time I glance at Discord, my eyes go to that, and they get... It's like an ice pick to the brain. It's not okay. They did it on purpose. Their purpose is wrong. I don't know who cleared this. That shows where I can grab the window for dragging without accidentally resizing. Your work machine still looks the old way. I was like, why is everybody complaining about? I was like, then I'll just leave Discord open. I'll never do it. I came back from the school run and Discord had a pop-up saying it updated without my permission. They did remove the borders. They did remove the window borders, Jake, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so that's awful. I submitted a bug report. They emailed me that they got my bug report, and then emailed me an hour later that they closed my bug report. I sent a screenshot of it, how it's misaligned, and then it's like steps to reproduce, and I wrote open app, use eyes. And I don't think chat doesn't have avatars in the channel chat window. Oh, that's so if you there's a setting for that, FLCL. If you change to the compact setting, it takes away the user icons and it's just usernames. So in settings, you have to change it away from compact chat. Otherwise, you'll lose the icons. I've done that accidentally before too. I switched to compact mode because they've changed the spacing on everything. It is... Just fix the chat box. I can adjust to the spacing and stuff. It will eventually settle in my eyes and it will not hurt anymore. The misalignment of those two boxes will never not hurt, ever. It will never stop hurting. It is a pain that will not go away. And it needs to. It needs to go away. I need this. I got nothing going on right now, Discord. I need this. Therapy's tomorrow. Move it back to above the chat box, or Eve, like take the user card and bump it up slightly. You just gotta scooch it up. All you gotta do is just scooch it up. There's nothing there's nothing behind it. Like, it's just hiding channel names. You can just scooch that up a little bit and you'll lose maybe half a channel name. Scooch it. Just get a little scooch. A little scooch. Was this made by AI? You know what they did? You know what happened? Here's what happened. Allow me to give you behind the scenes at Discord. Here's what happened. Someone someone in a leadership position at Discord bought Civ 7 on release. And they were the one who went, wow, this UI is clean. And then said, let's make it look like that. Anyway. Let's play Snowrunner. And stop yelling about stuff. For a few minutes. Why are devs always making changes that nobody wants? There are some changes that need to happen. The Discord UI is dated. Like, they didn't change any of the things that they should have. They didn't change any of the dated UI elements, which is weird. They just made it worse. Like, I get what they were doing with the change to the user card. I support the change to the user card. The user card was a little bit disconnected. Now it kind of floats free in the corner. You know what? Let me move that around. Make it a free element. I can reposition it how I want it. That would also work. That would let me bump it up on my own. But, like, they gave you a darker mode. Yeah, I use, like, a gradient theme. It's like a sunrise style gradient theme that's very nice on my eyes. So I like that. But some of the changes just don't make sense. I try to see the reasoning behind it. I understand that there are sometimes accessibility reasons. It's never the case with Discord because their font is atrocious. As a dyslexic person, their font is incredibly difficult to read, and they do not allow you to change the font. If they added support for the open dyslexic font so that I could change it to that, I would be so happy. But they don't care about that. There's a lot of things that when they make UI changes like that, they do that for a reason. Like, you know, Roadcraft, the next game from the Snowcraft devs, they've redone the control scheme UI, which is better. They need to still work on it. The new UI is better. The control scheme in this took a while to get used to because it is very clunky, and they did clean it up quite a bit in Roadcraft. It's still not as clean as it could be. Things are not organized correctly, I guess. You know, it's like they finally took, instead of in this, it's a silverware drawer where they just threw all the silverware in and you kind of have to dig through and find a fork and a knife in the pile of silverware. So in Roadcraft, they put in dividers. The problem is that you have, say, like serving spoons and regular spoons, and those are still in the same thing. So sometimes you grab a spoon and it's the wrong one. You following my metaphor? It's a little bit tortured, but that's what it feels like, right? So they're on the right track. They've put the dividers in that drawer. They just need to sort the silverware better, right? And that's a lot of UI changes is doing that. Taking it from a mess and making it more functional and giving it better flow. I understand what Discord was going for, but there are two sides to UI and UX changes. There is the let's make things more functional and flow better on the back end, and then there's the actual user experience. And where I think Discord falls flat on is that they don't have enough user testing in order to pick up on little things like those two boxes being misaligned, which is, I checked, I called The Hague a war crime. So, anyway, I promise I'm done yet. I'm probably done now. Yeah, I'm probably done now. Anyway, let's head back and get some metal beams. It's true, so many apps and websites. Yeah. Not enough user testing or any user testing. You know what? Okay, so I will bang on Twitch all day long. They do A/B testing all the time. There are like 6 different A/B tests going on right now, where like 25% of the platform will get a feature, and then they'll roll it out, or they'll just silently make it go away. Like, probably a quarter of the website right now has watch streaks, where users who come into every stream get a little watch streak notification and they can keep it going, and that's very fun and very engaging. And they haven't rolled that out, but they do a lot of A/B testing. I don't know that they get the right results from the A/B testing, because a lot of times the products that they put into A/B testing we get very excited about, and then they're like, nah, it doesn't make us any money, so we're gonna move on. Yeah, I don't have watch streaks. It is like 25% of the site that has watch streaks. That's not a released product. So Twitch does well with its A/B testing and with getting stuff out and working out the problems before it goes live to the entire site. And I wish Discord would do that. What makes more money or gets more attention versus what's actually better for the users, yeah. So a lot of the problems with trying to get user feedback, trying to get testing and stuff done like that is oftentimes the people who volunteer their time to do those A/B tests are not necessarily representative of the everyday user. So count consecutive days eating guacamole instead. Anyway, I hope that Discord I'm not the only one, and my main issue is those two boxes being misaligned. There are other issues with the UI that I know a lot of other people have. I hate this trailer. I hate this trailer very much. Make a better user experience, get more users. The problem is trying to separate actual user issues, Jovial, from issues that that represent the vocal minority, right? A lot of times the people that are vocal about stuff represent a small fraction of the actual user base. It's hard to get accurate feedback. That's always been a problem in product testing, to be fair. Let me change fonts. Yes. And let me resize my server icons. No, listen, Eve. What I've wanted Discord to do, so like on the client, you have your server list, then you have your channel list, your chat window, and then the users in the server. Give me bars to actively resize those. Like, I don't need to see usernames of users in the server. Like, let me collapse that down so I just see icons and give me more chat space. But then I could also shrink channel names slightly and make my server icons bigger, or, you know, like, give me that customization. Like on Twitch, yeah. The user list is wasted space. Yeah. Make it collapsible. Yeah. If you really need it, make it collapsible down to user icons only. It's pretty straightforward. Anyway. Still ranting on Discord. It bothers me, Pat, because it's... Listen, it's indicative of bigger problems, right? It's indicative of a company that is just doing what it wants at the cost of its user base. And when this update, how they respond to this update will inform the future of the platform. And like, I'm not even being hyperbolic about it, because they're talking about doing an IPO. If Discord goes public on the back of making changes to its product, to its user interface, without listening to feedback from its users, that means the application is going to die at the IPO. That means we're going to have to find something else to use, is what that means. Because companies are not going to listen to users more after an IPO. Why are the boxes on the line? Hi, C. Welcome to the party. Everybody back to MSN Manager, right? We should all move to Signal. Yeah, then we can get in on the war plans. And demonetized. All right. Well, Yelling about Twitch probably got me demonetized already. Begging them not to roll out the update. You want IRC? Genuinely, I want a Discord client that is trimmed down to the bare basics. Like, somebody needs to make open source Discord. Use IRC as the back end and just make open source Discord. Make it clean and customizable. Make it, you ready? You ready? Make it like Winamp. Have a marketplace for skins. There's your monetization. And move on with your life, you know? There's this thing called Matrix. Matrix is very early on. Yeah. Open source Discord on an e-ink reader? Yes. Immediately, yes. Actually, you know what? Hang on. The Element client has come a long way. Element is Matrix. Matrix is Element. Am I right in that? They're like two sides of the same coin? Or am I thinking of something else? Yes and no. Yeah, that's what I mean. Right? Matrix is the back end. Anyway. The problem... So, the problem with making an open source one is image hosting. Like, I'm not even joking. If you tried to make an open source Discord clone, your issue is going to be image hosting. That's the amount of I am genuinely curious what percentage of Discord's expenses goes to purely image storage, because it's probably not a small amount. Element is the client from the people doing Matrix. Right. Also videos, yeah. What percentage goes to stickers and quests? Meme storage, yeah. Some channels are uploading like 20 plus megabyte. Well, see, they enable that FLCL with server boosting. So that's kind of on them. People who use Discord as an image storage and transfer application, yeah. Okay, so I have to get metal beams. We're gonna go back to the warehouse. Alright, so I'm gonna get a new trailer. Then we're gonna go back to the warehouse, get metal beams, and then we're gonna go back over here. And then we'll open up the next map. Okay. The quests are never for a game that you play. Yeah, I don't mind the quests. I do wish the quests had more permanence. But those quests are kind of fun. I did a Fortnite one and had the victory crown on my avatar for a while. But they're limited time, so it goes away after a bit, which is a little disappointing. Ever take shortcuts across the ice? I have, Venom Sipper. There's several trailers currently in the ice from shortcuts. We don't talk about that. Oh, I need low... I have high... Why do I have high saddle on? Oh, because I was doing the heavy-duty trailer. That's why. It is straining on the eyes, yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Fortnite is silly fun. I enjoy jumping into it every now and then with my kids. It's just fun. I have to play this season a little more because I want the pickle guy. So I'm gonna need to do that. Maybe I'll do some after hours this weekend and grind the pickle. This map is fun? Agree to disagree. Just listen. Yeah, Vammed, they have no build mode. I don't play build mode. I'm not coordinated enough for build mode. I play no builds, and mostly I just drive around in cars. You do it every weekend? Really? Because from the way you talk, it seems like that's not what... More vanilla battle royale? There's option. You can do build or no builds. No build's been out for like 3-4 years now. They also have OG seasons, so you can play older versions of Fortnite in build and no build. There it is. There it is. I don't recall saying thank you, see? At all. Not once. Not one time. Come on, little fella. There we go. You got me covered? That's what I'm worried about. That's actually exactly what I'm worried about. Can be good morning. Speaking of pickles, the Lego games are on sale. Under $4, the Lego games are a lot of fun. You're not a big pickle fan? That's... Actually, I'm genuinely a little surprised. Pickle the food, right. You love kimchi, though. How does that work? Number one, pickles are delicious. Like, give me a deli dill pickle all day. One of my favorite comfort sandwiches is like nice aged extra sharp cheddar and pickles. That's it. So good. That's like one of my big comfort foods. Yeah, it's got to be crisp. Gotta be crisp. Do you know what is surprisingly good? And as someone who really loves pickles, was very surprised, is pickles on pizza. Surprisingly good. What? No. Trust me. Trust. It's good. No. Trust. Surprising. Unexpected. Records, thank you for 23 months. Crisp Pickle, reporting for duty. Why would I trust you? Okay. That hurts a little bit. What kind of pizza? Just a plain pizza. Throw some pickles on it. You'd be surprised. Hey, Pickle, since your first grade teacher made you drink straight, white, undiluted vinegar. Good God, why? That's child abuse. So, pickle pizza, yeah. Yeah. Pickle pizza belongs in the trash? Okay. Figured out why your ticket was closed? Is it because they don't have eyes? Yeah. Thank you, Jake. Someone else I know that's a programmer was like, yeah, that's gonna get closed. The point wasn't to get it fixed. The point was to make a point. I included... I did include 6 screenshots. A screenshot of the 2 boxes next to each other at increasing zoom levels, and then with lines drawn on it showing how they did not align with approximate pixel length distances between it. I think it was 6 images that I included. Back on this topic, I don't know that we ever really left it fully, not to be fair. Discord to pickles, back to Discord. Listen, sour pickles, not my thing. Crisp dill pickle all day long. Not into sweet or sour pickles. Not my thing. Zeno! Wait, what? The Discord update is the floppiest pickle imaginable. And that's going to be pinned for the rest of the stream. He's tweeting bones. Oh, no. Wait. Is he going to do, like... Is it going to be like an archaeology update? You were doing a tongue map, so we had sweet, spicy. We also had an unmarked cup of clear liquid, so we ate the spicy thing, and every kid thought it was water, so they picked up the cup and chugged it. Oh. 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 That's on her. Why wouldn't she do like a dropper of vinegar? What is that? It's a bony man. Okay. Great. What is this? Well, Liz, welcome to the conversation. Let's discuss. Your stomach still clenches thinking about that? I don't blame you. Cowboy is an expedition usually? Yes. When he does a cowboy with random emojis, it's typically an expedition. I think we're due for an expedition. So I'm wondering if it's going to be an Ancient Bones scenario expedition. Maybe they're going to add full, like, fossilized critters, and you can collect all their bones and put them on display at your base. It'd be fun if you could mix and match like a Lego set. Hasn't done much with the ancient buried temple stuff. Yeah. Basically everything they're doing with No Man's Sky now is essentially live testing for Light No Fire. So why did they make them bluish now? What? It's actually, FLCL has a good point. Enable CSS. Enable custom CSS for Discord. Boom. Everything's fixed. You have a problem with the UI or how it looks? Figure out custom CSS. Like, the Discord app is just a Chromium window. It's just a customized browser window, so. You got chocolate seashells? Did you get them down by the seashore? Pretty much most apps these days, yeah. Ooh. Why am I getting stuck on all these? What am I stuck on? An rock. Belgian chocolate? Okay. That's not a thing. Belgians don't make chocolate. They make bagels. That's what they're known for. A good Belgian bagel. What is this rock doing? Leave me alone. Belgium doesn't sound real either, yeah. What is happening right now? I've gone through here 15 times. And I've never gotten stuck on these rocks. No, I have never gotten stuck here. Come on, crane arms, lift me off the rock. Why choose vinegar for bitter? Yeah, that's... I'm not over it and I'm in my 30s. I don't blame you. If an elementary school teacher made me even accidentally chug a cup of white vinegar, I don't know that I would ever recover. What is happening? There we go. Good lord. Coffee is bitter? Yeah, coffee would have been a better shout. Give give first graders a little shot of espresso. It's a perfect plan. Here's what bitter is, kids. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, class is over. On to your next one. And it's time for gym. Alright, let's not roll over. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I need to. Okay. Watch the screen, not chat. No rolling. No. 0 rolls. No tolls, no rolls. No tolls, no rolls. But you like rolls? A fresh buttered roll is incredible. Jackie, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Nothing like a fresh buttered roll. I've talked about it before, but I still rue the day that Wawa got rid of their fresh buttered rolls. You can still get a buttered roll, but it's just a Kaiser roll that's like pre-done. No, they used to be fresh baked Portuguese rolls that they would butter on order. Incredible. Like 3/4 of a stick of butter. It was great. I was like when I worked 4 a.m. shifts, stopping at Wawa to get a buttered roll and a big coffee. That got my day started. Sounds like obesity. Sounds like America. Charlotte. This is America. Need an actual bakery? Jerseyan's in your Wawa? Wawa's great, though. Ian, how's it going? Bread and butter? Looking at you, France, right? You have excellent bakeries in Belgium? No. First you're telling me Belgium has good chocolate, now you're telling me they have bakeries? Okay. Who has taken the name of Wawa in vain? Mia, good morning. The only people that will get as riled up over Wawa than people from New Jersey is Philadelphians. Thou shalt not take Wawa's name in vain. Just does pastries, not bread? Oh, not around here, Van. We have, I think within a 5-minute drive, there's 4 Italian bakeries, and they make great bread. Come on. Wawa doesn't sound real. I've been to Belgium. It was fine. Oh. Oh. Dunks is probably better. That's one of those things like, if this was an IRL conversation, you couldn't keep a straight face through the entire conversations, you know? My response to that is they probably have a Wawa in Worcester. At least we're not the Netherlands. I mean, I think there's a lot of countries that can say that, to be fair. Truck driver. Did Discord have some kind of update that borked things? Hi, Bishop. Yes. Souls, good to see you. Google how to ban streamer. Yeah. Joey, how's it going? Welcome in. How to ban streamer. You have no idea what you're restarting. So warm in Singapore now? That's nice. I think it's supposed to be nice here tomorrow, but then we're going to get like a week of rain. So, Relk, how's it going? Get everyone in chat. No, don't do that. They ban first and ask questions later. You leave for Athens in a week. Oh, nice. Stage complete. What do you mean stage completed? Service trailer? Oh, from over there. Okay. That's fine. You know why Belgians have a knife in their car? It's to cut corners. That's funny. I don't say a town name wrong. What are you talking about? I say it correctly. Why you gotta walk in at that moment? Don't giggle at me. Tugboat was a wrestler? Yeah. I had my sub alert when I first started streaming was Tugboat doing his woo woo. Don't look at me like that. I'm getting bombastic side-eye. By the way, if you didn't see, my daughter yesterday... my son had practice, and where there's practice, it's a big park, and there's a walking track. So, it's like, I could drop him off and come home, but it's at that distance where I'd be like, I'd be home for 15 minutes, and then I'd have to turn around and go back. So it's like, not really worth spending all that time driving. So, I generally go, and I'll walk or run the track. And my daughter came with me last week, and walked the track with me. And, so I texted her when I was getting ready to go. I was like, are you going to come walk with me at practice? And she wrote back instantly, like immediately, within less than 10 seconds. Absolutely not. Hug emoji. And that has to be the most sarcastic hug emoji I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely not. Hugs. So I sent her a gif of Milhouse playing Frisbee with himself. And she wrote back, please, you don't even have a Frisbee, bro. Thanks, but no thanks. Absolutely not. Hugs. The teen years are going to be long. They already are. Panicked just thinking about saying no to anything your dad asked of you. She's nicer to friends than to family. Okay. We know that ghosts can stream. Friends can leave. Yeah, that's fair. Whoa. No. Why? Why'd you bounce all the way over there? Don't do that. That's the bridge itself. Right. A typical 90s father figure. It's automatic souls. I don't think there's no manual gearbox option in this game. So. You can use, there's a low range gearbox, so I can flip to low. This doesn't have a full low range though, so it's just low. There's no low or low high. Some of the other gearboxes you can flip back and forth between the low range options to help you get through some stuff, but it's fully automatic. You can pop the clutch, but wait, no, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Not the deep mud, shallower mud. But there's lots of options on the different trucks. So like this one has full-time all-wheel drive and full-time diff lock, which is cool. All 20 of them. You're supposed to pace yourself, Charlotte. Pace yourself. This is what we were talking about yesterday when we were talking about whether streaming services should release all the shows at once or weekly installments. And my point was, if they release it all at once, you could just use self-control and watch them in weekly installments. But the fact is, humanity doesn't have self-control. Like if you get a box of sweets, you end up eating the whole thing all at once. So. Got enough shenanigans on the road to deal with? Yeah, that would be a level of complexity that I think would take the game beyond fun. Whole box in an hour? An hour? I guess you pace yourself. You also ate some yesterday? Oh. That doesn't count then. It's the won't power that we lack. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why a lot of streaming services have transitioned to their bigger shows being weekly installments, Relk. Because then that allows them to maintain the subscriber base for a quarter or half a year while people wait for those episodes instead of binging them all in 1 week and then canceling their subscription again. It's the other reason why every single platform is pushing their ad-supported, their cheap ad-supported version, because they make more money on those ad-supported versions than they do on the premium ad-free ones. That's why the premium ad-free keeps getting more and more expensive they'll keep pushing it up and up and up until they hit the threshold that they want for their ad-supported version. Because they want to push everybody down onto the ad-supported version because they make more money on it. So basically what's happening, what has been happening, basically since the pandemic, is we're transitioning back to traditional TV. Is what's happening. Because money. I'm ranting a lot today. I should take a nap. I propose we make advertising illegal. I would support that. Just gonna make people pirate more. Yay for Dropout, yeah. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, Vammed. I haven't had cable TV since like 2012, probably. Like a year after I think the year my son was born. So like 2012. 30 minutes of therapy is the Discord rant. It's, well, maybe. Yeah, I like how they fixed piracy. Like, it was solved as an issue. You know, the piracy rates were so low that it was a non-factor in the bottom line, and then they decided to fix that. We're gotta bring those numbers back up. The only time I see proper TV is when I'm at the gym, and that's just depressing. I avoid looking at the TVs because it's either news, which I don't want to watch cable news ever, or the other TVs are all on ESPN, which just talks about the NFL, and I also don't have interest in that. It's not even close to football season, and all they talk about is the NFL. I'll be at the gym for 2 hours, and they talk about the NFL for that entire 2 hours, and they wonder why their ratings are plummeting. Misleading timings or a million exit buttons? Yeah. Wall-to-wall political ads? Oh, yeah. NFL draft season's right around the corner. God. Somebody call Mel Kiper. If you happen to topple your cargo off the bridge, you go get a crane and you go get it, souls. Kind of like what happens if you try to cross the ice and your trailer sinks in. You just leave it there. Or if a fuel trailer tumbles off the road into the river. Just as random examples of what could possibly happen. Yeah, the game's like so this game is like a puzzle. You gotta figure out what truck to use. A lot of times you don't have the best truck for the job, so you gotta kind of make do with what you have. There's a whole discovery aspect to it, like we're about to unlock a new section of the map, so we'll switch to a scout truck, which is a smaller truck like pickups and Jeeps and whatnot. And we'll do some exploring to discover the different tasks that we have to do on the map, and then some of them require a big heavy truck like this, some of them don't. Creating the Dead River Company, it's not supposed to be literal. What? What? What are you talking about? I didn't put that fuel tanker trailer in the river. That one was there. That one wasn't me. YOLO and use what you want and blame others when it doesn't work how you want it. It's the American way. I don't see the problem. It was gravity. Exactly. Yeah, Souls, their first game was called Spin Tires, which was basically a physics demo of driving through mud. And then they did Mud Runner, and this is their third game, Snowrunner. Their next game comes out May 20th. It's called Roadcraft, where you fix and build roads. We played the demo for it. It's really fun. And I'm going to play a lot of it when it comes out. Yeah, Venom, I know that, yeah. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. We'll see how the other side of this tunnel looks, and then I might come back and fix the gas station. Yeah. Next one should have been Ice Runner. I'm surprised that the production company for Ice Road Truckers didn't hire this dev to make an Ice Road Truckers game. Travel. The Cosmodrome. Okay. Is there a garage? No. Cool. Oh, deliver to the garage. Oh. Oh, in that place. So that means there's no garage in this section? Alright. Well. Let's go this way. Do a little exploring in this truck whilst we're here. See what we can find. Oh, there's a quest. Oh. Is this a bridge fix quest? Log crossing. Medium logs to here. Are there medium logs somewhere? Oh, over there. No, that's a log trailer. A log trailer there. I'm guessing we gotta take this trail. To get up to that tower. Let's make it morning. Think of Ninja Turtles. Oh! That's why they want to fix this crossing. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. That tracks. What am I hitting? I need a bigger tree. That one? Here we go. Yeah. Get it. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Come on. Not so much. How about there? Effective deforestation? Yeah. Yes! Yes! Got it. Okay. Moving right along. It's snowy mud, which is terrible. It also looks like it might have been a bit of frozen water as well. That was a pretty bad section. But there's a quest right there to deliver logs, which will add a little bridge to make that segment easier to traverse in the future. Snud, yeah. This is widely regarded as the most challenging map in the game, I believe. So there are some difficult moments in it. Yeah. Come on. Get off this rock. Why can't I get off this rock? There we go. Okay. Moving right along. Oh, it's much further away than I thought. I need to head to there. That's just... that's not gonna work. That's gonna be a no. Hard pass on that way. Let's try off-roading a bit. Take care, souls. That looks like uncomfortably deep snow. Can I keep going along these rocks a little bit? Ooh, not that way. Although, if I get enough speed, do you think I can clear that? Speed! All right. Well. So we unlocked that map. The Cosmodrome has been unlocked. What I want to do is there's the other gateway. Not that one. Where's the other gateway? Northern Geis. The Northern installation. We'll head that way. Is that the only passageway to the Northern Yeah, I guess it is. Huh? Huh? The installation. Right. Looks like I can squirrel my way through this way. Right? Oh, you know what? I could just take this guy. I forgot he was parked over here. There's a remarkably large number of hours in these games. It's pretty wild. Alright, so we're going to go past this stuff. Down this way. We'll go along this way. To here. And then somehow get through here. To here, up to here, over to here. To the guys. Thank you for the clip, nerd. 8,000 that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours. Whoa. Oh boy. I didn't do that. That was like that. That wasn't me. I don't know if I'm gonna have... Oh, I guess there's still a bunch of fuel in this. I haven't used all the fuel. It wasn't me! That trailer's upside down there all on its own. Oh, I don't like the look of that. No, Bauer, we opened up the next map, and then I, fell over a little. I fell over slightly, so I had to recover back to this map. I slightly fell over. I tried to do a little bit of a Dukes of Hazzard, and mostly it was less Dukes and more Hazard. So, live and learn, or live. Learning's for suckers. This road looks horrible. Nerd, don't you have a job that you should be doing? Like, actual paying work? You are? I'm paying you? Apparently we need to revisit that the next review cycle. This is not a road. This is not a road. This game's definition of roads is broken. Volunteering at the nursing home. Listen. I'm not that old. Whoa! What is this? I mentioned that I love this truck. If this truck had the gas tank of the other Azov, I should really put a... Is there a better low-range gearbox for the other truck? I gotta look at that. You're not that old, you're older. Okay. Alright. Microsoft Teams changed their UIs. Oh no! Now bellied up on a rock. There we go. Let's try going around. No! Okay. Gearbox. Increased fuel consumption. Full range gears, higher fuel consumption, but it's not as bad as this one. Meh. Let's do the advanced special. I think that gives me... Yeah, that gives me the full range. Okay. Mac Joe, how's it going? Doc, good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to get to that map. I guess I could just go the there isn't really an easy way there, is there? Unless I go past the quarry over to... Oh, boy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
You know what? Let's do a scout. I've been using the Lodestar as a scout, but I think I'm going to, do I have any other? I have the Scout 800, which I despise. The Hummer is awful. Maybe we'll buy a new Scout. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one? The Con Marshal? That one any good? I have the loaf on another map. Now that you crashed that wonderful truck, if you love it, I will destroy it. Like, listen. Oh yeah, Jovial, how was your trip? Oh, sorry. I missed it, Vammed. Apologies. It makes me hydrate. The Yar... Was the Yar any good? I feel like I didn't like the Yar. What about this guy? Hang on. What can we do with you? Engine. I can't upgrade the engine. Ooh. Snowrunner gearbox. Positive. Ooh. Raised suspension. Okay. Tires. 41-inch chains. Came with a soundbite? No. We want autonomous... The advanced scout is not battery backed up, right? We need the autonomous winch in case we... Engageable diff lock. Snorkel. Tall front facing. Frame add-ons. Roof rack. Trunk supplies. Can I do both? Oh boy. That gives me lots of gas. Okay. Rear bumper. Stock. I can't do anything on the rooftop. Front bumper. Definitely need guard on there. Did I try this truck before? I don't remember. We need more rim options. Stripies. I'll do like it's a nice selection of blues. Like the greens too. But windshield stickers. Mud bandit. Must eat mud. No truck, no life. Old school. Boom. Alright. Let's give it a go. Let me refill my coffee real fast. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, it's only got an 80-liter tank? Alright. Take a real break, you fool. Okay. High paint. Lovely to see you too. Wenry, what's going on? Let's roll. All-wheel drive. Ooh. Speed. Which anime was that, Matt? I guess we'll go this way and then try to take the route that I took before. I'm like, take a break, nerd. Okay. Why don't you take a break, Green? Hmm? You thought about that? Oh, boy. Oh, No Game, No Life. Have I watched that? I don't know that I've seen that one. Your entire life is a break? That must be nice. This could go poorly. Ooh. Speed will be my downfall? No. Verg! Thank you so much for 7 months. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Are you my therapist? Very distinct art style to it. I'll have to look. I'm gonna, maybe this weekend, I'm gonna swap around my, streaming subs. I'm probably gonna pick up Crunchyroll Premium for a month or two, so I can binge through some stuff. Jake! Thank you for gifting a sub to Take a Break. We are worried. Why is that an account? What was the genesis of that account creation? Like, where... What happened? It's kind of like... Is it like... If you watch the first couple seasons of Ruby, it's really difficult to get over the animation of that show. Beep beep. Coming through. Got a big important job to do. PTSD. Guessing it was an alt created during Chexnet's tugboat stream. No. I'm very good about taking breaks. Watching it through a pink filter. Oh. Oh. I love Ruby. Ruby was fantastic. Zelda, why you do this? Should Tug take a break? Yes. Option 1, yes. Option 2, I need a break from Tug. Zeno, have you heard Casey's new stuff? She has like solo stuff now. She's no longer, well, I mean, she's graduated from college. She's no longer a child. Which made me feel incredibly old. But yeah, Casey Williams has new stuff. And it's quite good. Most responded to poll in chat history. No! How?
You chose poorly.
I don't know that I will ever be able to top what just happened. I don't know what just happened. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how you do that. But here we are. You spend a lot of time Jake, thank you for gifting Did You Take a Break from Twitch? A sub. That's a very passive-aggressive account. Have you ever been browsing through Twitch and you come across a stream and you walk in and you go, but how? The answer is raw talent. That's how. It's talent, it's skill, and above all, the humility that brings it all together into one neat, precarious package. Dad mode for paint. Can you tell us how you managed this sober? So, I says to Mabel, I says, it's the purple that did it. The driver's nap. Yeah, it's his fault. It's not my fault. Yeah, see? Look, the driver's napping. How? Lifeboat just walked in. Hi, Amber. You want to see something? I don't know how I did that. Yes, I am. We can get out of this. This is recoverable. This is recoverable. Hi, wifeboat. Your husband is a muppet. Okay. Don't agree. Don't instantly agree. This is where our daughter gets it. I'm gonna take a break. Conversation needs to be had. Hugs. Don't. Hugs. All right, I'm gonna take a break. Now's a great time to grab a drink, grab a snack, get up and move around if you can. Don't forget to take your meds if you haven't. I'll be right back. And it suddenly started to explode. Oh, what? No. There's high amounts of litter. I swear. Get out of my park. We're closed. We are closed. Status, going home. Aren't there any benches? They've been here for... They've been here for 3 months. The park is a little big. Oh, Clint, you beautiful, beautiful, hairy-chested Adonis. What is that? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no 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 no! No 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 no! No 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 no! No 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 no! No 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 no! No 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 no! Oh, there's a building over there. Nope. That's not how you get to the building. What happened to your arm? What is happening? Shepard's been doing some yoga or something. What is happening?
Shields disabled.
How is this not everything you were looking for in a zoo? Right. I'm back. We can get out of this. Is that really far down? Oh, no, it's not even that far down. Worst case, we just have to drive along the shore. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hi, Combat. What's up, buddy? What do you mean, how? What if I turn diff lock on? Oh, I gotta put it in low. And then we can use diff lock. Wiggle. Wiggle. I think I made it worse. so, I'm getting it. It's fine. I don't need comments from you as well. Oh, I think I'm stuck. All right. Don't bring thought into this. Let's try that again. Maybe we'll go slower across the bridge this time. That's loud. Now to see if you can do it on purpose. Don't I have chains on these tires? Why am I so slippy? Why is the ice so slippy? This truck can move. Clear the gap. I didn't clear the gap. There we go. How's this truck burning as much fuel as the Azov does? We talk about that. Burning 6 liters a minute right now. Whoa. Try to go faster so there's less time on the bridge. See, guilty, you get it. You get it. You keep driving into ditches? The ditches drive into me. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Find a way to get stuck on a paved straight road. That did happen on the Wisconsin map. The second map in Michigan. I was going downhill on a paved road and jackknifed and rolled over because I got going too fast. I mean, no, I would never do that. Don't drive on roads over there. You should be thankful. You should be thankful. Whoa. Apparently we're turning to the right for no reason. And then hitting that pole for no reason. Alright. We gotta get across this bridge. Let's go nice and slow so that we get across it. Speed! Alright, we're good. We're good. Boring? I'm sorry that my success bores you. Watching this makes you understand when your dad used to say I could park a semi. That's fine. Probably never clarified how well. Alright, so let's go. This road's gonna be awful for this scout. Maybe I'll go down onto the ice and then come up through here? Right? What are you making? Oh. Smells amazing. Success is drive without crashing? Well, yeah. We go here, and then cut up to the town. Go from there. Is there enough ice down there to drive on? Come on. She made some French toast sticks. It smells very good. All right, all right. Why is my all-wheel drive? Oh, there we go. I left the diff lock on for too long. Maybe I should have some breakfast too? That sounds dumb. Please mail some here. I don't want to drive to Jersey. No. Breakfast in this economy, right? If we were bougie, there'd be eggs too. Not to eat, just to flex. Is there a way up over here? Buy one egg and show it off at parties, right? I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll find out. The answer is no. It is not. Back it up. Back it up. Holy headlights. You have 9 eggs in your fridge? Look at you, Mr. Moneybags over here. Like $3 an egg? What is this terrain? Wait, is this turning into swamp? What is happening? Yeah, I think they're down to like $9 here. For 18, at least at Costco. They're going down a little bit. It's a combination of gouging and bird flu, see? And the governmental agency responsible for helping address the bird flu outbreak, everybody was fired, and then they had to panic rehire everybody. Look at the winch is just pulling me sideways. That might work. Not sure the FDA ever really recovered from the layoffs in 2017. Yeah. Hey, that did work. Okay, cool. Now we go this way. No! Broke back through. Uh-oh. Come on. Get out of that garbage. There we go. There we go. Okay. No! Why? Oh my god. Come on. I brought a truck to the boat fight. Yeah. That could be an issue. I don't know what's happening, but I hate this. In the future, I'd recommend not coming this way. Well, I know that now. Come on. No! Close functions. There we go. Go. Yes. Vote for their logo? Is that a new scheme? Oops. the latest in a long line of vote for my game, vote for my logo, vote for my art, vote for my... Just click this unassuming link. It's voteformyart.ru. Totally not suspicious. Oh my god. Come on. Immediately sus, yeah. Who actually sends messages on Steam? Best pinned comments awards. Yeah, there you go. Of course that one doesn't break. Gonna keep going until I break all of the trees. Almost there. We're almost not even close to there. Oh, that's an old one. That one's been around a while, Jovial. There's one where they would put like a speck of dirt or like dust and stuff too. Nothing over there? Oh, man. This is going well. This is going well. We're doing very well here now. Trying to figure out the best way to get there. Do I go this way maybe? Whoa. 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 This isn't gonna work. This way's not gonna work. This way doesn't really work with these trucks. It works with the bigger trucks, but not with this one. Here we go. Okay, for real this time. Probably. Maybe. Possibly. It does seem unlikely, now that I think about it. Take 5 is the last take. Yeah. Yeah. We got this. We got this. No problem. Whatsoever. Getting a little squirrely. Getting a little squirrely early. We're good, though. We're good, though. Trying to keep my fuel consumption down, but I think we got to use all-wheel drive. I've got chains on combat. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave it in high-low. Think my wheels are spinning too fast. Mud tires make everything worse. Yeah. I need the chains because there's a couple uphill sections that are icy that you just can't get up unless you have chains on. So. Yeah, we have that. Nerdin. It sends a ping to our phone. And I have to manually approve it for them to download stuff. There we go. Okay. We're good. Alright. We got them new phones. I gotta set them up. I'm not giving them to them until their cases and screen protectors arrive. Then they can get them. There's no way I'm handing either of them an unprotected phone. No! No! You know, yesterday, I probably should have just gone back to bed. And it feels like that's just continuing today. I should have just gone back to bed. Yesterday was just not... It's just one of those days where it feels like the world's out to get you. Like, every little thing was just off and irritating enough to make you regret the day. You got it because you missed your pocket, so it dropped you down. Wait, lovely. My daughter's phone is a shattered disaster. I have tempered glass protectors on it. She's gone through 3 of them, 2 different cases. The phone is okay, but the screen protectors are shattered. My son would probably be okay for a day or 2, but you know that'd be like the one time he actually breaks it. Alright, let's sneak across the bridge. Nice and easy. There we go. Yeah, OtterBox style cases are good. The ones with the silicone, that's what I got for my daughter. It's not an OtterBox, but it's that style where there's the silicone wrap and then it has the hard case that snaps over the top of it. Yeah, the glass is so slippery. It's wild. How do I want to get through here? There's no shot I'm getting through this with the scout truck. I tried to take the ice. That didn't work. So if I go up here, then maybe I can yeet down like I did before. Oh, there's a little winding... Oh, no, that takes me back to over there. Because then I could go this way. I don't know that that's better, because this is terrible, too. I was so close to getting through with the other truck. It's very frustrating. Plus, this is like... This is going to be completely impassable with this scout truck unless I go like all the way around. So, but coming from the other side... yeah. That's... I want to get to the northern, I guess, installation. I want to, like, open that map up and see what it looks like. It's, rough. I should have gone in before when I drove a truck over here before. I should have gone in there. Maybe I can get through here? That seems unlikely. Going off-road in this snow stuff just does not work in these scouts. I could probably get through there on the Azov. Like, even if I go this way... Like, this road is fine, but then it just goes straight into a lake. And I don't know that I can get through that lake with this scout. Alright, let's go up to here at least and see what we got. Go around the lake? I did that the first time. I just don't know if the scout's going to make it around the lake. Gotta get across all these moguls first. This is like the world's worst ski resort. Roads look like you made them in a 2005 map editor. Still stuck in the mud? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta get through all these rocks. Now the question is, do I yeet myself down into the quarry? Probably. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Boy. What's the worst that could happen? A ruptured gas tank? Happened one-ish time. Oh! Oh! Don't get stuck on the tree. Oh, no. No. That how... Come on. How did that happen? Why can't I... Why is it... Oh. I drove off a cliff, and somehow one tree got speared. Keep wiggling. Almost. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's progress. That's positive progress. Positive progress. Okay, we're not stuck on that tree anymore. Good stuff. Yes. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting there. I can't. Camera, please. Turn. Oops. Yeet. Yeah, we're good. Come on. Here we go. Playing this on roads? The roads where I have to go are terrible, so no. This is better. Oreo should make a Thanksgiving cookie where the cookie is turkey flavored and the filling is mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce. That sounds like a great idea until you try it. Who heard that? That's like one of those conceptual ideas that seems like it might work until you actually try it. Why am I stuck? Changing the locks on the house. On a scale from 1 to 10, how high is she? See? It worked perfectly. Oh. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. She did just drive to work. Oh! Why am I getting so squirrely? Stop being so squirrely! Stop sliding down the mountain! We need to not slide down the mountain at the moment. Thank you. Very much. And then we gotta climb up the mountain over there. I've used half a tank of gas getting here. Ooh! This truck might be garbage. That might be part of my problem. This truck might actually be trash. My driving skills are garbage. Also a fair response. The one time you agree with Charlotte? Okay. New Hunt Showdown event starts today. I gotta play that game. I bought it so long ago with the intention of playing it. And I don't think I've even installed it yet. I've had it for like 2 years. Okay. Progress. Maybe. Of a kind. Nope, we're just gonna bog down again. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Putting a bought date on your backlog so you can sort by that. My backlog is so intimidating, it gives me anxiety just thinking about it. It's why I haven't really bought any games recently. One of the reasons. Hey, did you know when I started streaming, it was to go through my backlog? That was going to be the whole... That was like the whole point behind me starting streaming. And all that did was make my backlog so much worse. I mean, it started well. I hadn't finished Inquisition. So like, and I hadn't done Mass Effect 3 endings since when they fixed the endings after it first came out. I hadn't done those, so I started with Mass Effect and went through that, and then I did Dragon Age and I went through Inquisition. And then I did Witcher 1, 2, and 3, which was on my backlog, and then everything fell apart. Little Bite, how's it going? Good morning, Mama Freya. I hope you're having a good week. And then ADHD. I went through all the Dark Souls games. Those were on my backlog. That counts, right? I've made some progress. But the problem is, my backlog has grown exponentially. Reading the closed captions. So, the closed captions are live done by Google Guru, and they, like 6 months ago, transitioned it to Gemini or whatever. Helps with the captions, so they just don't work anymore. It's just nonsense now. Not that my normal talking is particularly far from nonsense, but it's terribly worse. Yeah, that's my problem now, Mama Freya. Like, we started Avowed, and I do want to play more Avowed, but I get so distracted by exploration and side quests, then I lose interest in the main story, and then I get distracted by another game, and then I forget about it. Like, I started Avowed, but then Steam Next Fest started. So then I was like, oh, well, I'm going to do that. And then it's like, well, now I don't remember what I was doing in Avowed, so what's the point? It's a never-ending cycle, yeah. I have so many, like, random keys and stuff, too, that devs have sent me that I never get around to. Not ones that I've, like, requested or made any promises towards playing, just, like, blind, like, hey, here's a key to our game if you get a chance to play it. I have so many of those. That's where Flex Friday came from, was trying to get through all of those and check out games, which I enjoy doing. But that just makes my backlog seem so much more daunting. Finished Avowed, might go back to it. Try out the magic system more. Just keep playing New Vegas. Plus, the other thing is, like, there's some games where I kind of want to stream them, and I don't want to play them off stream. Like, Avowed, I want to keep playing through, but I don't want to play it off stream. But then I have to figure out stream time to play it. And then when I'm playing games off stream, I don't work through my backlog. I just end up playing, like, Siege or Fortnite with my kids. Hey Vin, how's it going? Hide all the games in your backlog? That would be like my whole Steam library. Yeah, I haven't finished Veilguard either. I only got like 15 hours into Veilguard. Husband got it, started playing, asked how long he played before he stopped, and he just said, huh. I think he made it 20 minutes in. The beginning of that game is not good. Like, it's not good. You can see, particularly at the beginning, how disjointed it is. You can see the points where, like, different writing teams worked on it, and then they changed systems, and, like, you can tell how the first couple hours of that game, you can really see how bad the development cycle of that game was, how many times they reset it, how many times they changed teams. It's super clear that there was just no consistency in leadership there. And there really wasn't. This is the wrong truck to use for this. I'm not even to the hard part. This isn't even the hard part of this journey. What are they going for? Yeah, I don't think they knew. Thank you for the lurk, Paint. Why am I using this truck? Because I wanted to try out a new Scout. And it started going fast, so then I just stuck with it. I should just use one of the Azovs for a Scout truck. No, this isn't the Chevy. This is the Con. It's not the Chevy. It's the Con 317 Sentinel. It's not bad. It's better than the Chevy. It's not terrible. It's just not what I need right now. Here we go. To me, Nerdin, nothing really amplified the point that BioWare is nothing more than an empty label anymore than what happened with that game. Like, now they're focused on the next Mass Effect game, and I'm not excited at all. I don't want them to do that. I genuinely want them to say, nope, we're giving it up. I want EA to announce they're looking to divest themselves from BioWare. I want them to sell the IP to someone better. I don't want that. I still haven't played Andromeda. Mass Effect and Dragon Age are two of my favorite series of all time. And I still haven't played Andromeda. I haven't finished Veilguard. And I don't have any driving desire to do either of those things. Bethesda and their handling of Starfield going into Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, like Starfield was so, like, there are some good character moments in Starfield, but it feels so disconnected from what Bethesda does right. Like, my worry is, my biggest concern for the next Mass Effect game is that, based on what happened with Dragon Age, they're clearly not super interested in maintaining continuity with lore. They're just gonna kind of do what they want and make it fit with whatever game style is being pushed onto them. Drawing a blank on things Bethesda does right. Skyrim. Not at release, but Skyrim over time. Skyrim's incredible overall. I think they're working on an Oblivion remaster. At least that's the rumors. That could be great. I loved Oblivion. Putting Varric in another game, yeah. This way? Platforms for modding. That is fair. He didn't need more, yeah. Letting modders fix your game is a Bethesda specialty. Yeah. One of the interesting things about the game market right now is there's games that are scheduled to come out towards the end of the year, but have not set a firm release date. like publishers don't want to give a firm release date for any of their upcoming titles that will be coming out anytime from August on. And they're not going to do so, and they just keep waiting and waiting and waiting for Rockstar to announce the exact date for GTA 6, because there's no publisher on this planet that wants to release any game anywhere near that game dropping. So the entire industry is kind of in a waiting game to be like, okay, can you give us a date? I think they want a date more than players want a date. Like, please let us know what 4-week period we need to avoid. Okay. Now we have to do the hard part. You know, I've talked about, but I've never streamed Skyrim. It's something that I've thought about a bunch of times, and I've installed it a couple times with the plan to, and then never got around to it. Because I spend 2.5 hours installing 4,000 mods for it, and then getting it working, and then going, I have never completed the story for Skyrim. I've never taken the story past Whiterun. Can I go around this? Or am I just gonna bog down and hate myself? Finally stop pretending to play the game. That's what it is, too. It's like, I'm never actually gonna get through this. I'm gonna run out of gas before I get around this. I haven't even gotten off the road yet. Unarmed Viking run to mimic the one YouTuber just punching everything. The last time I played, I tried to do like a Death Knight style character using a big two-hander and like as much the darkest magic you can, like edgelord stuff, and I just ended up shooting people at a distance with a bow because it's way easier, and then spending 15 hours crafting daggers in Whiterun to max out my blacksmithing, and then stopped playing. Devolver Digital is going to release a game the exact same day as GTA 6. I don't even know what the story of Skyrim is, other than dude shouts like a dragon. Yeah, that's basically what I was going for, Jovial. Is heavy armor and magic with a big two-hander, and I never finished the playthrough. I also want to replay Mass Effect. I want to play through Mass Effect again. I haven't done it in such a long time. Last time I played Mass Effect was when I streamed. One of the clips from, it's like my second stream ever, was on the clip roll during break. And that's when I played Mass Effect. That was like, I don't know, 8 years ago now. Whee! I mean, we're moving. Counts for something, right? You never played 1, but you were addicted to 2? I loved 1. I fell in love with 1. 2 was really good. I hated how much RPG they took out of Mass Effect from 1 to 2. Like, simplifying the gear and all that stuff. As someone who really enjoys that minutia, it bothered me a lot. 2 is great. It's so much fun. The suicide mission in 2 is one of the strongest, like, finale missions in any game ever. Tech issues? Legendary should fix all that now. Biggest bro in gaming history? Yeah. I mean, being able to romance Tally is really what sold it. Yeah, just micromanaging your gear, like incremental upgrades. The mod system and all that stuff is just, I love that. Like, I love that stuff in RPGs, you know? Yeah, if you're not running Tally and Garrus, you're doing the game wrong. You hated micromanaging the equipment in Mass Effect 1? A lot of people did, which is why they got rid of it for 2. It's a similar transition from Dragon Age Origins to Dragon Age 2. They took away a lot of the RPG minutia and made it more, like, at the time, we called it, like, consoleifying the game. Making it more approachable for more casual people, which is fine. Dragon Age 2 is a great game. It has its faults, but it has the strongest... Dragon Age 2 might have the strongest story of any of the BioWare games. Oh my god, we made it through. I have almost a half a tank of gas. Where do I go? Make fun builds and hunt for perfect gear. Yeah. I think 2 kind of changed that. Other than, like, heavy weapon choice, right? There's not a lot of, like... There's clearly... gear that is best, right? Clear choices. Mass Effect 1 with Noita style chaotic fights. Full, like, creative use of biotics. Give me, like, full force power style use of biotics would be cool. Yeah, so, like, part of it is because of the story. Winter, because you're playing through the same city, like, years apart. Like, that's kind of the story. So, yeah, you're going to revisit parts of the city. But the other part of that is all of the alleyways and warehouses are identical. All of the caves are identical. you knew, like, you could time down to when you'd be in a fight, and then you'd go 3, 2, 1, and here come the ads, just dropping from the sky out of nowhere. It was that part got very repetitive. It was very rushed. Mike Laidlaw and David Gator have both talked about the development of Dragon Age 2 and like some of the timeline issues that they had with it, and things that they had to do with the story and how they developed characters for it and stuff, which is super interesting. And really highlights that it wasn't necessarily BioWare pushing the game out that quickly, but the story into, the characters into, are phenomenal. If you play, like, I always tell people, if you bounced off of Dragon Age 2 the first time you played it, run through it, put it on very easy, and play through it like it's a Telltale game, and just play the story. It's a phenomenal story. It's super engaging. The characters are great. You really... If I get stuck here, right now, I'm gonna lose my mind. Vipros, how's it going? It took me an hour to get here. Hammer's really backbreaking. It is brutal. Brutal. This map is punishing. Alright, let's just power through. Big truck, go through game. Sometimes not very respectful people's time. Yeah. Yeah. There are missions, like the stuff that I still have to do in Michigan Fawn is very time consuming. All of the missions are very long. You have to take stuff from the first map through the second map to the third and the fourth. Like that is, it transitions from enjoyable puzzle to tedium. And there are certain missions and certain points in this game where you hit that that line between enjoyment and tedium. That's why I bounce around from maps. That's why I haven't completed any of the maps, because most of the stuff that I have left on the early maps is just tedious stuff that I don't feel like doing. So I just keep bouncing around and finding the fun and the engaging stuff to do, which there is a lot of. So even ignoring all of the stuff that ends up feeling a little bit tedious, there's still hundreds of hours of, like, other stuff to do. Instead of a scout, I take Optimus past his prime. Yeah. Exactly. Because this truck will just plow through all the snow. And it has a bigger gas tank than the other Azov, so we should be good, maybe. Possibly. The only problem is if we roll over in this one, I don't have an autonomous winch. But at least I don't have to drag a trailer yet. Yet. Maybe soon. Has there been any word of when the next patch for Baldur's Gate 3 is going to drop? Because I think I'm going to play through it again when the new archetypes drop. It's got to be soon, right? They started playtesting that in like the end of January, right? It's gotta be soon. Isn't it super old? It's a couple years old. This is the final patch. They're adding a couple new subclasses to the existing classes. That'll be a lot of fun. And will create some wildly broken builds. There are going to be some disgustingly broken builds in this one. 12 subclasses, yeah. There's going to be some super broken stuff, which is just fun. That's just fun. Keep wanting to make sure you don't miss things with the new patches, yeah. More broken than your 30 AC Paladin? Yeah, I had a fighter. I forget what my AC was. But I had like 200 hit points. Do I want to go through there again? Basically only play Paladin. You know what? Maybe I'll go here and then cut through the woods down to here. Yeah, that's how my fighter was at the end, Winter. I almost never got hit, and if I did, I had so much HP it didn't really matter. And I had three different items with, like, blink on it. Oh, I was gonna go that way. You can choose not to min-max. I had to. I was playing co-op with 3 other people, and they were all wildly squishy. So I had to be able to move around and take hits. So it wasn't so much intentionally min-maxing as playing to my party's strengths and needs. It's not min-maxing, it's getting powerful beyond imagination. Yeah, I was the only tank too. It was like, had a bard, a ranger, and a rogue, so... Relics update trailer. Ooh. It's an update, not an expedition? Did they post patch notes, Zeno? Or update notes or anything? Well, this was a mistake. Bard, Ranger, and Rogue is a very squishy party. Right. Which is why I had to change to Fighter. And Tank for them. Relics update. Hang on. Let's look at this. It's No Man's Sky. Everybody shut up. We're going to look at this real quick. Hold up. No Man's Sky Relics. Oh, that's cool. Turn your hand to Paleontology and update 5.6 relics. Unearth hundreds of unique bones, assemble skeletons, and design fossil exhibits. Called it. He tweeted, yeah, Bishop, he did. Called it. Design and assemble complete skeletons from your collection of ancient bones. Imagine how ancient alien creatures might have looked and reassemble their bodies from fossilized remains with millions of possibilities. You can put them together like Legos and make your own. Yep. Yep. This video does not exist. Oh boy. It's getting a little bogged down. Reanimated guardians, hulking stone life forms, slumber by planetary fossil beds, defending these ancient burial grounds from travelers who would seek to disturb them. Those are cool looking. Collect a huge variety of bones. Rib cages, plated to spiked, limbs dangling and grasping, skulls from warhounds, bog snappers, and titan worms, and an assortment of tails and tailbones. Hundreds of unique fossilized parts to unearth. The Relics Expedition. Sign up with the Galactic Paleology Society and join the community in a journey to recreate ancient life forms and uncover secrets. Fossil trading. Visit fossil collectors aboard space stations to sell your created fossil exhibits or trade some of your bones for any of their broad selection of fossils. Haggle and experiment to find the best deal. Neat. Improved abandoned mode. Playing in an abandoned universe has been streamlined and enhanced. Derelict space stations now contain functional upgrade stations for the exosuit, starship, and multi-tool, as well as salvage boxes containing valuable upgrades. Travelers can scavenge further technologies from planetary buried caches, and purple systems are automatically visible on the galaxy map. Neat. Otherworldly bone creatures. On planets where ancient bones can be found, or within purple star systems, skeletal fauna have risen from their fossil beds to roam planetary homes once more. Oh boy. Necromantic dinosaurs. Share fossil creations. Package assemble fossils into fused exhibits, conveniently stored in the inventory. Reorganize your museum layout or gift displays to other travelers. That's neat. The Living Stone Hard Pack. Participants in the Relics Expedition can earn this unusual flight device sculpted from the remains of a sentient rock. Neat looking. Bone Cuisine. Prepare new bone-based recipes in the nutrient processor to ingest for health and protective benefits, or to present to Iteration Chronos for critique, judgment, and potential remuneration. Planetary dig sites. Visit roaming fossil collectors and harvest large bone caches at paleontological digs. Established on many worlds across the galaxies. Living Stone customization. Yo. Complete the Relics Expedition to unlock a complete Living Stone appearance override. A powerful magnetic field runs through this ancient stone, turning a lumpen rock into something almost alive. That's really cool looking. Skeletal Companion. Relics Expedition unlocks the exclusive Living Fossil Companion, a loyal fleshless creature of animated bone. Living Stone Sentries. Floating stone guardians protect fossil sites, hurling masses of rock and crystal at any who would seek to exhume their beds of ancient bones. Crafty and challenging opponents, these guardians will sometimes even resort to self-destruction to pretend to defend their territory. Colossal stone effigies. The crumbling ruins of relic worlds are watched over by monumental stone figures, vestiges of long-dead alien civilizations. These mysterious effigies appear dormant, their purpose lost to time. Titanic bone worms. Rare skeletal sandworms thunder through the dunes and darken the skies of some worlds. bringing even stranger variety to these titanic life forms. Precious stone relics. Bold explorers can steal the vigilant stones left by slumbering guardians. These rare relics are highly lucrative, but may provoke vengeance from the eyes of the original owner. Decorate freely with bones. Enjoy complete decorative freedom with precision placement of individual bones. Design even more outlandish, biology-defying skeletons, or simply furnish habitable bases with skeletal decor. The Basilisk Crown Staff. Yo. That's cool. Travelers completing the Relics expedition will be rewarded with the exclusive Basilisk Crown Staff, a fused pillar of bone and circuitry. Beware its gaze. That's cool looking. Interplanetary navigation. Pin celestial bodies to your starship's navigational systems from the Discovery stream to help locate undiscovered planets within a solar system or narrow down your search for rare planetary features such as ancient bones or dissonant worlds. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. And the full patch notes. Quality of life and UI can be marked from the Discovery page. Yeah. NPCs that have specific unseen interactions are now highlighted with a marker. Reduce the number of corrupt drones that attack player settlements. That's nice. Save compression. New cooking with bones. Abandon mode improvements. Optimization. Bug fixes. Would have been helpful last expedition. Yeah, it would have been helpful last expedition. I wonder if they're going to have discover undiscovered systems again in the expedition then. What have you returned to? No Man's Sky patch notes. A new bony expedition. You can make your own skeletons. I was right. You're going to find skeletons and put them together like Legos. It's neat. Alright. Back to being stuck in the snow. Because I made a terrible decision. Oh, there's one. Nintendo Direct tomorrow? Only Switch 1 games? 6 days before the Switch 2 showcase. Oh, nice. Speed! Speed! I am speed. They're making another Switch? Do you live in a hole? Yeah. It's bigger. It's better. It's switchier. You like your games consumer friendly? Well, where am I? That looks terrible, so I kind of want to go around that. You want another Animal Crossing game? I wonder if they'll announce an Animal Crossing game for release with the Switch 2. That would be a very good idea. I'm interested to see what they do with the new Joy-Cons, since they can be used as mice. That'll be neat. Incoming new Mario Paint game would be fun. Here we go. Animal Crossing on PC. Any Nintendo game on PC. Genuinely. Like, Sony has admitted now that putting their games on PC is wildly profitable. So, hopefully that leads to more of that from other companies. I really don't like this map. Nintendo doesn't really have an issue with profits. Nintendo makes money. That is not something they're suffering from. Be right back. What is happening today?
Lesbomancy.
That's a fact. What is happening? My game is breaking everywhere. Roach is just standing there all proud. Intact ankles are overrated. Listen. Well, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm about to put a torch in something awful. The working title of my autobiography as well. How was your stream, Mass?
Behold the infinite malignity
Well,
of the
that's
stars.
gonna do me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Phrasing.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Ignore the man behind the dog. Nothing happened. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Who witnessed? You didn't witness nothing.
Gotcha.
Oh.
That's it. Damn it.
Gonna be dead soon, partner.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm still driving the bottom part. I'm still... It's fine, we'll just loop around. Knock knock. Oh! Oh!
Get him.
That was not, was I?
Humble chicken like that.
I can't.
First Thumbelina, now this. She is. Imagine that. Don't you go in your room. No. You know what? Wait, let me talk to you. No, 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 no! Haley. Come. She ran away. This must be where Tom Thumb lived, right? Hey, Thumbelina.
Hey, watch it.
You watch it.
You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't about a princess. Tales about princesses are insufferable.
Oops. Sorry. Like how he just wiped his boot. I'm a monster! So if we're running around fragging bad guys on this rock, does that make it Fraggle Rock? It's bad. Bad. I apologize. I should apologize for that one. I apologize for that one. I want my money back. Hand it over or I'll beat it out of you. I mean...
Wait, you're mugging me? After all
You're mugging me? The last person in this place that really gives a damn about you after all the crap we just went through? Yes, I'm mugging you. Now give me what you owe me.
fine. Take my
Oh,
money.
25 silver? 25 silver, though. I mean... That's how Onion Man do. Why can't I hitch my horse here? I didn't steal the horse. I was trying. I didn't steal the horse. Buddy, 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 buddy,
Stop, or I'll kill you. I swear.
buddy, 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 buddy.
Hold it right there.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. You do not get set aflame by... No, you do! 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 Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll! Why is the fire not going out? Why is the fire not going out? Why is the fire not going out? Quick, run into the house. Ah, no, don't run into the house! No, 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 no. I may have made a small mistake. This is it's totally fine. Relax. What was... Oh! Easy. Hi. So that was fun. That was the whole apartment complex. Someone's a little worked up. We had to evacuate. It's off now, but yeah, that was the big one. And she's a little unhappy. Yeah, that wasn't like the smoke detector in our apartment. I mean, those go off too, but it was the big like
air raid siren, get out of the apartment complex siren. I'm expecting in about 20 minutes an email from the complex saying that they were working on it or something. I don't know. But there's a lot of us standing out there like, what's going on? So, she's very stressed now. So am I. By the way, they're gonna, yeah. Ignore that. So I don't know what's going on, but, he's very stressed. So
I would like to see the baby.
Look at the baby. Look, it's a little baby. There's a little baby down there.
He will not get away from me. I'm gonna wrap up a little early and get her calmed down, and hopefully not deal with that again. So have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, everybody. No stream tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. But Flex Friday this week, we'll check something out. Maybe we'll do No Man's Sky. I don't know. I'll figure something out on Friday, but we'll do something. Either something weird or we'll revisit something old. So, yeah. Have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, everybody. I'll see you bright and early Friday morning for more games. So until then, as always, did you just... Please don't puke in my lap. Ma'am. 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 As always, as ever, remember, be good to each other. Bye, everybody.